Welcome to the Salty Driftwood Podcast. I'm your host, Eugene Gibson, and today's episode is titled The Cost of Being Human. After trying to find out first what it means to be human, I learned and gathered that being human can be described in a biological, chemical, and physical sense, or it can be described in a spiritual sense and relative to many other things, such as in a relationship to technology, psychology, all kind of things. Yeah, quite a few things. In one of the more simpler understandings, being human is to be a person, different from other animals, other species, a Homo sapien, the species to which all modern human beings belong. But what does it actually mean to be human? I'll try to make an attempt at it. Being human can be defined in terms of our ability to communicate systematically using words, symbols, body gestures, postures, and even facial expression. It means the capability to make conscious decisions and to bear the consequences of them. We can think, therefore, we are human. As human beings, we inherit our genes and behaviors from our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, even our great-grandparents. Yet, we are unique as individuals. Our uniqueness is rooted in our physical and psychological makeup, in our choices of who we want to be as a person, in our preferences, talents, and gifts, perspective, likes, and dislikes. Our individuality lies in the process of making our own life into what each one of us want to be in the future. This individuality also gives us the ability of individual thought, to think about thinking, to ponder on the past, present, and future. As a species, we fit into different racial, cultural, religious, and political groups. We form different nations of people. We have developed various ways to govern our affairs on national and geopolitical fronts. Collectively, we live in economies that we have created to sustain our humanity, which helps or hinders the creation of our global identity. Our economies provide us with the necessities of life, such as food, shelter, and clothing, which are the basics for our survival, as well as our economies provide our wants. Being human definitely has its complexities. Also, I would add that being human is having to recognize that we exist coupled with the universe's forces as fields of energy contained in a space of time and matter. We have feelings, which gives us capabilities to love sincerely and deeply, to hate unjustifiably, or just to be indifferent. All in all, we can know and understand the scientific laws of the universe, and we can know ourselves. Knowing ourselves, or knowing our inner universes, is to ponder on one's purpose in the grand scheme of things, whether through the aspects of divine or scientific principle. But you may ask, how much does being human cost? In terms of dollars and cents, absolutely nothing. It costs nothing to think, to feel, just to be. But in terms of a human experience, though, it costs time. Time to gain the knowledge and appreciation of the human condition. We should recognize that we all have some common bond in different and uncommon circumstances. Time in this earthly realm is indeed precious and finite, so you must use it wisely. We should use it cost effectively when we interact with other humans by spending less time living in hate, prejudice, and a sense of fear and dread, and spend more time living in hope, brotherly love, while fostering the things that can give overall positive growth. We have a responsibility, not just to our fellow man, but to our surroundings, to the earth and all that it naturally sustains. In a spiritual sense, we have been given dominion. The dominion not to destroy, but to protect, maintain, and to enhance the earth, which gives us almost freely the essence of life. The cost not to do so is a cost we will not be willing or capable to pay without severe loss and suffering. As a species, We need to live in the reality of our humanness. In a world now where our interactions with one another have become more digital, it is easier to become less human. Screens and camera can never replace the intimacy of eye-to-eye contact, or a hello over a mic replace the sincerity of a handshake or a hug. Physical contact in permissible spaces keeps us being human. It allows us to connect with other fields of energy, that is, other human beings. We must constantly be reminded in this age of binary data that we aren't machines, we're programmers of them. Social media can never truly replicate society in general. These are only tools to aid in the human experience and not replace it. So what does it cost to be human? It really costs nothing except time. The time it takes to make our being human experience as positive as it possibly can be in the allotted time that we have. Also, with this valuable time, we should try to always put our best self forward in our encounters with other humans and nature. Just time, folks. That's all it costs in this human experience. Just time to do good, to be real, to be human. With that, I'll end, and have a good one.